don't know about the East Bay, you late on the hype. Call these niggas Super Mario, they stay on the pipe. I got hoop dreams, my flow is out of control. I can't let no pussy nigga take me out of my mode, take me out of my...
Hey, what's up, Supreme King? Today I'm going to be talking about the #1 reason why you are not releasing content and putting out product. And the #1 reason you're not doing this, among many other, is perfectionism. Now, you would normally be like, oh, Colleen, well, why is perfectionism, why is that a bad thing? Well, the problem is perfectionism is a form of procrastination. The fact that perfectionism is layered with good intentions makes it seem as if perfectionism is not such a bad thing, but it really is, and I'm going to tell you why. The first thing, like I just said before, it's a form of procrastination. It's subtle reasons and excuses to why you can't put out your product. And I'm mostly talking about music, but this relates to pretty much whatever business venture that you're into. It's a bunch of reasons and excuses that you put in your head to make you think this isn't good enough. And I don't really think that's the case. Really, you should be able to put out product and let other people critique and then get the feedback and then put it out. Don't try to give yourself feedback when you haven't even put the product out yet to even be critiqued. It's like, for example, if you have a paper that you need to do for your class and you're like, it's not really up to the par, it's not really up to par to where I want it to be at. You can either put it out or turn it in and get a D- for that paper, or you can hold on to that motherfucker until the semester's over and you never turn it in, and then try to turn it in after, and then you got a 0 because the semester's over. It's like you would have been better off just getting the D- and getting your credit. Now, by no means am I saying that you should put out poor quality things, right? But there is a balance and there is a point to where your critiques and your feedback and you're getting into a zone of doubt with your product. Like, at some point, you're just going to have to accept the fact that some people aren't going to like it. Some people are going to think that you need to do this. Some people are going to think that you need to do that. But it's your responsibility to be consistent and put out the product for people to have an opinion on. And if you're not doing that, what are you doing? Right now, I'm an audio engineer. If you don't know me, I work in the studio with a bunch of different artists. I recorded maybe over close to 200 songs last year in 2019, including myself. And a lot of that music never got released. And there's if you're the artist right now that's sitting on 200 songs that you stockpiled and you're just waiting because you have this grand scheme of how to put the music out, you're kidding yourself. You don't even realize that if you would have just been slowly releasing the songs, you could have accidentally put out that one song that put you on the map. And all that planning and all those grand schemes and ideas that you had were just for waste. Like, what was the point of even doing it? You have to understand that you're building a fan base, right? And it goes the same thing with any product. It's the same concept. You're building a fan base, and people are okay with watching you improve. People are okay with that. There's people that'll like the first song that you put out. There's people who say, I don't really like the first song they put out. It's whatever. But they're, best believe, they're watching and tracking your progress. Like, when they see you get 100 views, they're going to see when you get 1,000. They'll see when you get 10,000. They'll see when you get 100,000. They're watching. Trust me. Even if they don't say it. And the last thing that I want to talk about why perfectionism is so bad, time is so important. If I were to sit here and tell you that I made $10,000, like I made $10,000, you'd be like, oh, cool, that's a lot of money. But if I told you I made $10,000 in 1 year, you'd be like, oh, well, that's not that much money at all. The timing is extremely important. You have to be able, if you're a business, it doesn't make any sense, especially if you're in the music business, for you to only be putting out enough product to last for maybe, I don't know, a week or two, right? And then you go 6 months going dry, and then you put out something else that was super quality and super fire. Both songs were fire. They didn't hit the way that you wanted them to, which 99.99999999999 is percent of the time is going to be the case. Most of the songs you put out are not going to be the hit singles, but that's okay. But if you were just putting out music consistently, you would have been building your fan base. You know, don't rely on luck. Rely on consistency and persistency to build your brand. Is basically what I'm getting at. I hope this information was valuable. If you liked it, go ahead and follow my page, subscribe to my YouTube, and I'm gonna have more videos like this in the future. I'll see you guys later.